Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah.
My dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, we enter today the fourth week of Easter. On this beautiful and God-given day, I wish to emphasize on the second reading and the Gospel of today. At the very outset, I would urge all of you to carefully read all the three readings. The second reading, taken from the first letter of St. Peter, chapter 2, verses 20 to 25, gives us an extraordinary message. What does St. Peter say? Let me read for you the powerful statement. If you endure the punishment when you have done well, then that is a grace before God. Let me repeat. If you endure punishment when you have done well, that's a grace before God. St. Peter further says that this is a calling for all of us. Supposing somebody beats me and I beat him back, there's no credit or merit or anything good there. There is no difference between me and him. At this moment, I'm also reminded of the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus says, "What credit do you get when you repay evil with evil?" People say that when you do a wrong deed, it will come back to you one day. That is the law of karma. But St. Peter says something different. You are good, you think good about others, you want good things to happen to others, you go about doing good, still bad things happen to you. People to whom you do good repay you with evil deeds, and you still endure that punishment or suffering doing good, then it is a grace before God. Peter is giving us the example of Christ himself. Acts 10:38 says that Jesus went about doing good, yet his own Jewish people crucified him. He forgave them on the cross. Even after the resurrection, his approach was non-violence, not revengeful. He said, "Shalom, peace." How did he do that? It's because he loved the humanity, which included even his executioners. To love is to will the good of the other. Love made everything possible. Love made him endure every punishment, insult, wound, and even death. God is nothing but pure love. Whenever one endures the punishment or suffering without causing any harm to the other and goes about doing good, he or she is sharing the nature of God, which is pure love. That is why St. Peter says that it is a grace before God. So when I and you endure the punishment or suffering without causing any harm or evil, let us remember that it is a grace from God. In the Gospel today, John chapter 10 verses 1 to 10, Jesus uses a figure of speech. We can even call it a parable. He gives his audience so many images. Only when we interpret them, we will be able to get a clear message. Sheepfold was a stone fencing during Jesus' time. Many shepherds would keep their sheep in the sheepfold at night. The gatekeeper would guard the sheepfold. In the morning, when the shepherds call out for their sheep, the sheep would identify their shepherd's voice and move towards them. They would not go to the other shepherd because they know their master. In the same way, Jesus says that his sheep can identify his voice and follow his instructions. He knows them by name. He leads his sheep to green pasture. pasture here refers to eternal life. When he says he is the gate, he means that he is the access to eternal life. He is the true shepherd who has sacrificed his life for his sheep. He is also speaking about robbers and thieves. Whom does he refer to? He refers to all those who ruled Jerusalem, especially the priests who misled the people. We can understand who are the thieves and robbers when we read Ezekiel chapter 34. Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 11 says, I myself will search for my sheep and will seek them out. Jesus, the true shepherd sent by his Father, has sought all of us by dying on the cross. Let this be our reflection for today. God bless you.